Hello and welcome, I'm Misstical, this is Misstical Gaming. We're jumping into Watch Your Realms. Right, we've got the patch notes arrived, so we're going to have a quick tour through them. It's not going to be in depth, loads of people will go over that and you'll be looking at the same information over and over again. What I want to cover is some of the best stuff about it and show you it. I'm going to cover most embarrassing stuff in there, that's for me. It was a bit of an eye-opener over what I've done wrong in the game. And then some stuff that's missing, that's on the Forerunner, that's not in the patch notes, but it wasn't in the patch notes on the Forerunner either. So I don't know. It's worth looking at and checking out when we get everything. Okay, so the patch notes are in the game. So the first thing to look at is this here. This is absolutely fantastic. It's easy to slate the game because they do a lot of stuff wrong, but I think they've done this really well. So Titanic Ruins Matrix 1 stage will be closed. Will close on midnight -8 UTC on the 5th. I think that's reset for that week. I think it will close at reset and then it will open the following day. Doesn't give a time, but it will be whatever time -8 UTC. But that's when it will reopen the following day. So there's no miscalculation of people using their keys before the reset or anything like that and missing out. Okay, so and then it goes through all the changes about it. So boss skills removed, boss skills added, all of that sort of stuff, yada yada yada. Absolutely brilliant. You know, it all goes down and then there's some bits at the bottom. Now one thing at the bottom, they've added Titanic Ruins Matrix 1 achievement, collect 180 mech fragments from Titanic Ruins. I can't see that on the Forerunner. I've not got close to collecting it, but I can't see it either. Okay, so there we go. Maybe it's just me, I don't know, but I have put a thing in about it. But if you're up there collecting 160, congratulations. Now, right, this is where you're going to need to pay attention to in game. Okay, so what we're now going to do is we will swap over from here. This is my global account. Okay, you can see it's a global account because of the icon at the top. It's got that content creator around it. That's on my global account. Okay, this is my Forerunner account where it hasn't got it. Okay, so if we jump over and have a quick look at Malrik's changes, so the Matrix changes, here it is. Okay, Matrix 1. Now some of the changes it hasn't mentioned, but maybe it will somewhere else, is the rewards. People say, is it easier? I don't think it's any easier. Maybe people are getting mildly better scores, but the biggest change is they've changed these rewards. So they start at 2,000 now and go up to 250k. Okay, so they've got more rewards starting lower and not going as high. So you'll probably find you'll jump at least one chest reward, which makes people in your guild try a bit harder and do a bit more towards it. Also, he seems to have lost about 25% of his HP, so he's easier to down. So you can get added rewards as well by, you know, you get the bonus reward as well more easily. Okay, so there's a couple of little changes in there I haven't seen in the patch notes, but that all came out as well at the same time. Well, okay, so it wasn't in the Forerunner patch notes either, so I assume it's in there as well. Right, back over we go. Now the other part of the patch notes they've got here, okay, this is a big blurb here. So it's on the 6th. Maybe this is the time that Matrix will open up again when this patch comes up. That seems to sort of make sense. So this is 19:15 to 21:15 UTC -8 hours, which means for me it's on the 7th in the small hours. Now there's a couple of things here that we have to have a look at. Okay, so heroes and artifacts. Okay, so Chan, they fixed an issue. Talon, they fixed optimized. Torin is in there. Arrogance is having a complete rework. Okay, I've done videos on this, so I'm not going to spend time going over it again, and everyone else will cover it as well. Giselle's in here as well. She's getting a rework, still not getting a lot of playtime. I have a lovely rework. Marksman there has been dropped from 4 until 2, which is a nice little change, and the amount that he does on anti-air has been increased as well. So he actually gets now, he ignores 30 to 50% defense. Okay, so that's quite nice. Lady Mina's had a rework as well. That's all fantastic. And Lyra's in there as well, and her artifact gets a change as well. Now others, so they've got other adjustments there, they've got other artifacts they've done, and then they've got some new artifacts as well. Right, all good. What are they missing from it, which is the important bits? So one of the things they haven't included in there and hasn't really been anywhere, okay, is Xena. Now she's had a slight change or been fixed. She now works with Hell's Lamont set, okay, which she didn't do before. Okay, now this is relatively important because of her exclusive artifact. So we have a look at her exclusive artifact. Now that actually works. Get me fat head out of the way. There you go. 15 seconds. It reduces her deployment time down or redeployment time down by 15 seconds. That's a Hell's Lamont set, and you couldn't use it, or you could use it. You'd get this reward, but you wouldn't get the benefits from using a Hell's Lamont set. Okay, you can now use a Hell's Lamont set because on Forerunner she works, on Global she doesn't work. Okay, so there we go. There is a small change that has never been in the Forerunner patch notes, also isn't in this one, but when the patch goes live, have a check of your Xena, make sure and see if she's now working as well, okay, because you can now use her exclusive artifact. These are the new artifacts that are coming in. As we can see, we've got a defender, we've got a tactician, we've got a fighter. Okay, so 3 of them are on ground-based units, and the 4th one is a marksman. So you've got 1 on platform units as well. Okay, these are the new ones here. They're in the patch notes and they are in the forge, ready to go for you. Okay, so keep an eye out for those, but they are what the new ones actually look like. Right, next stuff to whistle through: account optimization. Those are also a Switch account. They've got a security log on there. That's always nice, and you get a reward. I think it's a couple of 100 diamonds, maybe 300 diamonds for actually locking your account, okay, with the security lock. I can't remember exactly, but so don't quote me on it. I'm sure there is some. Now, Legendary Awakening token adjustment. Wow, I went over the top on this when I first did the editing, but it's not as good as it actually seems, or as good as I thought. Obtained from dismissing Legendary Lords. Okay, when I was editing, when I first done it, I missed out the Lord bit, and I thought, wow, we're all going to get massive amounts more. I don't get anything more because I haven't dismissed any Lords. But don't despair if you have. After this update, compensation for adjustments has been taken into account, so you will get it compensated back. Okay, right. Oh, big one here. Malrik's Halls of Illusion undergone a massive change. Okay, now we are going to jump over and have a look at the Forerunner account, and we're going to do some stuff when we have a look at it. Okay, right. So jumping onto the Forerunner account now, what we're going to do quickly is jump into Malrik's Halls of Illusion, and we will go to the background fight here, and then this is the big thing I think they've done. This is the best quality of life change I've seen in a long time. So you can grab these, you can put them in, and you can put them onto a background fight, and I will try and cover all your questions while this is running around having a background fight. Okay, let's got some other stuff. Bomb twisted bombs, that looks good. Right, there we are. Background fight. So you can put up to 10 there, confirm this action, and you have to do it within let's minimize that, within the group. So 1 and 2, and then 3, 4 and 5. I think that's the way you have to do it. Also, when you have a look at them now, they've been slightly changed. So on the top left, on this icon here, you can see a beautiful drawn little face of a goblin. That's the Goblin King in there, so you know if that one's got a sophisticated chest in it just by looking at the icon. Also, you can see the energy has been added to them, so you can see the energy cost. There you go, and how many tries you've got left before you even open them up. Okay, so there you are. They've been added into it, and then there's a monthly usage. Click there. Okay. There we go. Monthly keystones have a monthly usage challenge limit. No further attempts are allowed after he reaches this cap. I haven't seen where the cap's laid down. I've only been seen it by someone who posted their picture when they'd done 200, and they said they'd done too many for that month. Okay, so bear that in mind. I haven't seen anything official yet, but there we go. Now, let's go and have a quick look at the patch notes and see what they say about Malrik's Halls. Make sure we've covered everything. If we just come out of this, there we go. You can see just there, normally where it's got your background fights, that is ticking away for you quite happily. So let's jump back over. Oh yeah, so they've added the new keystone Molten Obsidian. They used to be Molten Crystals for the second part of it, and that is much more of a platform-based unit with very few ground-based units. Okay, so it's sort of the other way around for the Keystone Trials. Okay, Titanic Ruins, Matrix 1. Okay, the rewards from that's where when you get that chest, that's where you get your Molten Obsidians from as well. They've reduced the difficulty of level 1 Mossy Crystal Quartz. Okay, they've added the background fights. That's what we're doing at the moment. We've got those background fights going on. You can select 10 keystones. We've done that, and the results will be processed after the fight ends. Added a special mark for trial of the keystones containing the Goblin King. We've seen that. Added compensation displays completion displays, we'll have a look at that. Trial stones can now display the energy. Quantity of trial stones consumed for the current month will now be directly displayed. Doesn't tell you out of how many, so you don't know if that's been adjusted at all or not. When the trial keystone is 4, ongoing auto fights will end. Okay, so they'll be stopped, as opposed to going on and just saying you're full and you can't get any more. Optimize the bulk storage function, and again they've adjusted some of the rewards for them as well. Okay, so that's everything taken care of, and we will come back and have a look at all of that later on. So demon soldiers, okay, let's go and have a quick look at this. They've added some new ones. It's we are jumping onto the Forerunner account, so you can have a quick look at this. This is what they are. Okay, so if we come down, demon soldiers here, they've added a new faction. I don't have any of them at the moment, but there we go. There's a new faction king. Captain there, she is there, and she is in a dual form. Marksman there, now he shoots back whoever's hit him, so I would really like that. If you have a look at this one here, we can quickly see it. So he gets shot by Ingrid, if you can see that, and then he fires all the way back. Absolutely fantastic. I am looking forward. I would really like him. That looks like it could be fun. And there's the next legendary, another legendary there, and then there's the reward for this season. Okay, we'll cover PvG in more aspects if you want to later on. Okay, but they've added some of the new faction. They've also adjusted some of the demon soldiers as well, so they've been pumped up. Now the other thing about this is GVG. I don't know if it's here. No, it's in GVG. So, okay, so in Guild War now, one of the things they've done is they have adjusted the rewards for it as well. Okay, so improved single attack rewards for Guild War Tier A, Platinum and above, when attacking real players' strongholds, destroying the core guarantees a gem reward. You'll be randomly receive one of the following: Augmentation Gem, Advanced Augmentation, Runic Augmentation, then Darkfall Gem or Evolution Gem. Bot strongholds do not drop gem rewards. Okay, so there you go. So I've taken a screenshot, but only of my last 2 wins, and these were the rewards I got. The first one I didn't, and I think the first 2 I didn't, and I think one of them I didn't get a win on. So there you go. But they're the only 2 I've done. So there you go. That is an image of what you actually get. No, the Trest didn't drop the demon soldier that I wanted. Okay. The other thing is this part here. 1, it might affect some people. Following version update, 2 new attribute bonuses for demon soldiers will be added to the Pantheon along with event rewards. We can go and have a quick look at that now. So if we scoot over to the Pantheon and open it up there, I am now at level 181. There are people who are completed it all the way up. There we go. So it starts off, you get the 1, 2, 3, 4 here. So you get increased artifact storage by 50 slots, then another 50 slots. This one here is quite nice. The rewards you get are much better. I've been getting legendary essence at the moment for promoting my heroes, which is quite a nice little additional drop. And then there'll be another 50 slots there, but essentially what it gives you is this attribute down here in the bottom right. So your demon soldier, all attributes, so you can get those added to your demon soldiers as well. Okay, there we are. The Apex shop has some adjustments to it. There's a few things being sold. Lady A is being dropped down to Plat 3 where you can buy her from, but there's nothing new about Apex coins or anything like that. There's a Destiny Demon chest which gives you a better drop rate, but that's for Apex coins. Again, hero summoning, you get more rewards all the way up to 80,000 summons now. Gallery attributes have been added as well. We can go and have a quick look at those. So if you go to the gallery now, then on this part here, you actually get more rewards. You can see here that this has all been added and updated as well. That's the part that we're on about there. Summoning rewards are here. Let's go and have a quick look. I'm nowhere near it, but this affects you, then there you go. They are the new summoning rewards. And as we go up, when you start to hit the 40,500, you can start to get some unpolished soulstone. Oh, I'm over halfway. You can start to get some unpolished soulstone shards. Now for the most embarrassing change going, they've added a new page in the hero list to view usage of soulstones. This page is accessible via the button previously used for resetting hero skills and unlocks after using a legendary soulstone. Right, this is horrific. The reason I say this is because it highlights exactly how badly I've used mine. There you go. How terrible is that? Now, polished. That's wrong. Polished there. I mean, it's just, I have used mine so badly in a lot of places. There we go. Okay. They've added new achievements, heroes, yeah. Artifacts. Now, Boo joins as well, okay? So, for those of you who get the reference, whilst we're in the Forerunner, then you get Boo. So, here's the flying hamster here. Then he will come out and come and join you, and you can just set up your weekly goals or your challenges, and you can set up here over which ones you want to see and which ones you don't. Personally, I quite like it, and you can save the plan. Hopefully, they'll expand it out to include events as well and certain things like that, and that'd be quite good. Quite like it. Okay, nice little quality of life change, I think. The forge has been changed so you can do more forges in a one. They've optimized some gems, variant gems, or evolutionary gems. You can now choose to keep or update them, so that's quite nice. People have asked about that. Auto fights are going on, artifact promotions, exclusives have all been added, avatar borders, added multitask teams for arena, that sort of stuff. So that's all good. Okay, absolutely fantastic. Now, what they've missed out on here, and what they missed out on Forerunner as well, was we never got told about this. So this has also been included as well. I probably have to shrink this down. There we go. There we are. So Infernal Faction Trials 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 have been added on the Forerunner. It was never in the Forerunner notes either, but look out on the Monday, isn't it? So it's on the weekly reset after the patch drops. So it's about 5 days after the patch drops. Look out on the first Monday after the patch drops to see if you've got more of these to do. It's on the Forerunner. It was never in the Forerunner patch notes, but it's not in these ones either, so it might well be there as well. Okay, right, there you go. Quick run through everything that's in there, with one exception. Obviously, we have to go back and have a quick look now how we're actually doing with regards to our auto battles. So right, so on the Forerunner now, we're doing 7 of 10. We go and have a look at this. We can now see there's a really good breakdown on this. Okay, stage complete 100%, 100%, 100%, 100%, 100%. There we go. We've managed to fail one quite nicely. Okay, so if we end this now. So there we go. This is the end screen of it now. Okay, so there we are. You can have a look through and scroll down to see which ones you've done and what you haven't. And then you've got a quick select option here. So we can select whatever amount we want. We can set that to whatever we like. And then there's a tick box here. Must obtain sophisticated chest when using the keystone with a Goblin King. I don't know who would unselect that, but there you go. So if we press OK on that, we then see total keystones is 7. We are claiming 5, discarding 2. We're claiming all of these ones here that we've got 100% on, and then we are discarding these ones here. Okay. Now, if we hit OK on this, confirm this action, OK, and then what it's going to do is it's going to grab all of those together for us, and then it will unpack them all in one go. So there we go. We can see them all there, all being done. We can go through them all slow time. There you go. That's essentially how it works. Or you can just hit skip and get them all. OK, so hit close, there you are, and you get all the rewards in one go. But that's a nice background fight, absolutely fantastic. One of the best changes they've done here. But remember, there's a couple of little things they haven't done. Have a quick check that your Xena works, okay, and then make sure that on the Monday after the update that you've got the Infernal Blast and Faction Trials as well. Have a quick look, don't be surprised if that's there. Okay, right, thank you very much. If you've got any questions, give us a shout. Happy to answer any questions you've got on the Forerunner. Happy to go and test anything that you want tested. The other thing in the description below, I will put a link of the other 2 videos where they've come out on the Forerunner. We go through and break them down individually if you want to have a look at those as well. Okay, thank you very much for your time. If you could do the old thumbs up, like and subscribe, helps me out massively. I'll see you all in a video again soon. Cheers.